Hi, this is Stray Passer. Welcome to my review of Artemis Fowl. This movie debuted on the Disney Plus network yesterday, and I watched it. This first of all, I thought when I saw the trailer a couple of months back, I think it came out the trailer for this. I thought it was more like a spy thriller thing. Okay, I didn't know this was actually this character was based on an actually series of books. Okay, so when I started watching this, and then and this is the description of what this movie says. This description says Artemis Fowl, a young criminal prodigy, hunts down a secret society of fairies to find his missing father. Okay, uh, this movie doesn't even live up to the description. This just seems like a combination of Cody. No, not even. I was going to say a combination of Cody Banks and Harry Potter, but it's not even that. It seems like a weak version of somebody mixed all those characters together and it came out with this. Basically, the basic story is Artemis Fowl, I guess Junior. He's supposedly a super intelligent young man who's bored at school. His mother died when he was real young, and now his father, played by Colin Farrell, Artemis Fowl Senior, is a collector of antiques and stuff. And then one day, he teaches his son all about the fairies and everything else. And then one day he goes off on one of his secret missions that he's always gone off on, and he disappears and he doesn't come back. In fact, they think he's missing. They found the boat that he's supposed to be on and empty, and they think he's missing. And basically, Artemis Fowl has to track down with the help of his helpful butler, uh, who doesn't like to be called butler, has to find his father. Okay, and also in this movie is Josh Gad, who plays like this knockoff character that looks like, I'm trying to think of the character in Harry Potter. You know, I forgot the character's name, who actually took Harry Potter, came to get Harry Potter to take him to Hogwarts. That character, Josh Gad, is playing like a knockoff version of that character, and he's actually, although maybe it's not, maybe I don't know, because I haven't read the books, I don't know if that character came before she wrote those books, but it seemed like a knockoff version of that character. And so there's fairies in this universe, there's goblins and stuff. And the way they say this, a young criminal prodigy, apparently, I've been reading a few things, and they said they actually changed the story around from the actual books. They changed things around. So I don't, like I said, I haven't read the book, so I don't have any frame of reference for this. But the description of this is saying a young criminal prodigy in this. I don't actually see where he's supposed to be a young criminal prodigy. And basically what happens is his father gets kidnapped, okay, and by this evil, mysterious figure who wants this particular item, and Artemis Fowl has to get it. He has 3 days to find this mysterious object to rescue his dad, okay, and basically he has to basically find these clues that his father's left about fairies and stuff, and you actually get shown the fairy world and stuff that's in the center of the earth and stuff. You have Dame Judi Dench in this movie, which I can't believe, but she's in it as like this commander of these fairies. Okay, that and they have this thing where they, when they come to the earth, they can actually put a time freeze and freeze everybody human and, so, and then even wipe their minds and stuff. But basically, Artemis Fowl Jr. has to basically save his father. Okay, and he has to work with these fairies, and this one particular fairy who's trying to redeem her father's name, who was father was supposedly, his name was besmirched because he didn't live up to this certain expectation. He did something which I don't want to spoil. Okay, and so this one fairy who's in this movie, who kind of works with Artemis Fowl, she works with Artemis Fowl, and she's trying to redeem her father's name. And this movie is like a hodgepodge mix of everything. Like I said, Josh Gad's character, he's basically narrating. He's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be a fairy, not a fairy. He's supposed to be a, what the fuck, I can't remember what his character is supposed to be, but he's a gigantic version of it. And this movie is like all over the place. Okay, it seems like a mess. I know Kenneth Branagh directed this, but it just seems like this movie is all over the place. I mean, there's some pretty good CGI. It looks like they put all the money into the CGI and no money into the script, because this story is, this kid is supposed to be a young criminal prodigy, yeah, I see why he's supposed to be this young, smart kid, but this kid comes off as arrogant and uptight, okay, and just full of it, okay, and you don't have no feelings for him. I mean, he wants his father back, but he doesn't split. You don't get the feeling. You don't have empathy for him, for this character, Artemis Fowl, and I think that's due to poor writing. And plus, all this, it seems like this story has a lot of backstory to it, and this probably would have made it better if they would have done it as a mini series rather than a movie. And it looks like they set it up to have sequels, but I think it probably would have been better if they'd made this like a mini series, okay, where you have multiple episodes, so you could explain things and explain the world and stuff and everything, explain and plan things out. When they try to shove everything in 1 hour, this movie's an hour and a half, and you try to shove all this character development and action and all this stuff into one movie, the movie suffers for it. You have to kind of try to pay attention to figure out exactly what's going on. But like I said, it's just too much backstory and stuff that have to be explained. You can't do that in 90 minutes. So that kind of that hinders the movie, and that's just it really just it really it makes it suck. I'm sorry. That's just the fact. This movie just is a disappointment. It's not what I thought it was going to be, and it's it's like they tried to cram everything in there all at once, and just So I'm gonna give Artemis Fowl. I was gonna give it a 6, but I think that might be too high. I'm gonna have to give it a 5.5 because it's just too much, and this should have been a mini series if they wanted to really actually explore this world and all this stuff and all the intricate things that's in this story, and to give you all the backstory on all the characters and stuff. It would have been better as a mini series. This is Disney Plus. Should have just did it as a series, okay, rather than just a 2-hour movie. Okay, excuse me, even less than a 2-hour movie, an hour and a half movie, where they put all the money into the CGI and none into the script apparently. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be making a sequel to this because it's just, they should have made it a mini series. That would probably have been a better thing, especially when you have all these stories and characters and all these interesting stories that you want to tell the story. An hour and a half is not enough time to tell everything. Anyway, again, 5.5 for me. Anyway, let me know what you think of Artemis Fowl. Have you seen it? What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. So you check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long. Take care.